What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics. Hey guys, coming to you from the big boy room, as I like to call it. Just got them some fresh water changes today, and you guys know how that works. When you do a water change, everybody starts flaring their colors. These are my Geophagus Seveni. I got these from a nice lady by the name of Cindy Buns. Absolutely gorgeous fish. If you guys haven't kept them, I highly recommend them. They are a sand sifter, I like to call them. But anyway, if you are going to keep them, you want to make sure to have the sand, because they do like to dig and they like to sift through there. That's how they get food as well. They do eat it as well, but they will sit and sift the sand for hours and hours and hours. I mean, that's basically all they do. But as you can see, very gorgeous fish. These guys are finally starting to get to breeding size. So I believe I do have one or two females in here. So I think I'll go ahead and pair them off and see what we can get going. Then I also have silver dollars in this tank. I've acquired a bunch of these just off helping people out. There's been people that were either moving or having changes in their life and needed help with them. So I'd say out of that school of 8 or 9 that I have, I'd say 7 of them are rescues. I've got one that came from a lady, Andrea, that I believe she said hers is 13 years old. And I got another gentleman that gave me one that was almost 15 or 16 years old. Pretty cool fish. So, and then I do have these blue angels. They've actually paired off, so I do need to get them into their own tank. I'm out of tank space, if you can believe it. I need to get some more tanks set up. We've got another 20 or so in the garage. We plan to start working on getting those set up. We first got to get the stands built for the display room, which will be setting up here pretty quick now. Then I can get all these 100-gallon plus tanks that are in here out. I can get the floor down in here, build some racks, and then we're in business again. So anyway, I do have 2 of these tuna cats, which I've always loved them. I know they're nothing special, but they get huge and they're cool fish. And you guys have seen these if you saw my video with Lucas Bretts. A lot of people commented on these green tigers. If you're out there, Guppy Gang Aquatics, Mr. Eric, again, thanks. I'm enjoying them. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out one of his videos, take the time to go to Eric's channel. And again, that's Guppy Gang Aquatics. Give a shout out to Dave DL for hitting 1,000 subscribers. And I'll give another shout out to Alien Aquatics. Had a blast on your stream today, bro. Anyway, guys, I got this one hill stream trout in here. We had a school of like 4 or 5 of them. This little guy is pretty intense and had just barely like an 1/8 of an inch crack behind the glass over here, and he chased a lot of his buddies out. So I ended up losing a bunch. Nothing sicker than losing these, but we're gonna wait to get some more, and we'll have I'll have to make Fort Knox out of it because these guys like to jump. Cool little species if you haven't kept them. L.R. Bretts does have full-grown ones in his tank. If you've ever seen a few of his videos, his are all colored out and everything right now. And if you guys, I'll get you over here. The one on the left is the watermelon royal pleco, and the one on the right is a normal pleco. or normal royal pleco, I should say. These guys are so cool. Then we do have a few rainbows in here. This is a temporary home for now. We are in the process of getting stuff set up. Then I have, this is one of my favorite fish in here as well. And again, you guys are probably like, man, this guy keeps those skirted tetras. Yes, I do. Again, these are, anytime I see a Craigslist ad or somebody needs help, I try to help them. Sometimes I get myself in trouble. Lose tank space to fish that are in need. But you know what, guys? I'd rather do this than hear of them being flushed or thrown in a local stream, whatever. So I try to help them. And while I have y'all in here, I guess I'll show you my pride and joys. These are my Oscars. They're pretty tame with me. See, they come right up, let me, come on, buddy. Let me pet them. Yes. Oh, you being grumpy still? If you guys were on Alien Stream, this is the one that was, this one and this one both attack me when I'm doing fish cleaning. But these little guys usually let me pet them. There he goes. This one's in a bad mood today. He just wants to be a grumpy little bastard. And I'll show you what he does to me. Come here. Show him. But I love Oscars. They are in here with this Moda. Then we have a couple of green tears. Lady by the name of Susan gave me some green tears. I did finally move the parents. A friend of mine wanted them, so I still have about 100. I'd say probably 75 of these guys laying around, but these two I just particularly like. This one because he's stunted and I don't think the pet stores are going to want him. Then I like this one too, so I kept them around. But these guys are probably, of all my fishing, a couple I would say are probably in my upper 3 as far as favorites. I've always had a love for Oscars. Again, it's because they're personable and yeah, come here. This little guy usually will eat out of my hand. He'll sometimes, if I cradle my hand, come up and hang out with me. Then I also have this ancient dinosaur in here. This guy's probably a good, I'd say 12 to 18 inches long. Just getting behemoth size in here. But, again, people don't understand on these common plecos how big they get, guys. To give you an idea, I'm 6'4". There's my hand. That is a huge rock. So, down below here is my breeding colony of albino longfin plecos as well as a few guppies. The dad in this is a regular and the mama's the longfin, so we get about 50-50, sometimes 40-60 between longfin and regular. Gentleman by the name of Derek gave me these guys. I absolutely love them. They're cool. There's one little baby right now. Then I've also got my super reds upstairs breeding. So anyway, they're all starting to breed fine. I don't know what's going on in my house this month, but everything seems to be exploding all of a sudden. This is one of my favorite guppies we got from Derek right there. This is probably my favorite of them all. Gorgeous, gorgeous guy. And then over here, guys, in this tank, this is basically my angels. I've got, I think, 6 koi in here. 2 pairs of them, actually. I think I may have 2 males in the other one, but... And then I've got my dwarf pike cichlids. I got these from a gentleman by the name of John. We'll just call him John. He's in my Greater Portland Aquarium Society. These guys are awesome fish to keep if you guys have never kept them. This is about as big as they get. So he's about I'd say a good 4 inches, maybe 5 at tops. So if you like pike cichlids and have been staying away from them because of their size, these are some that you can get that stay nice and small. God, I just cleaned this tank and you can still see I took the time to wipe all that moam off. I don't know where this moam keeps coming from. I don't know if I'm sure it's these guys back here munching on that wood. That's some spare super red males I have to help. I've brought them in here to keep the algae under control. And anybody that's watched my channel, you all know the name of these dudes. This is my insane clown posse. I have a total of 5 of these guys. I got them all when they're about 2 inches, maybe 3, 4. And now they're starting to get good size to them. Fun fish to keep. They are hyper, I'll tell you that right now. The ones I have are always personable. They come right up wanting to get their picture taken. I love them. So that's the insane clown posse. I don't know where their buddy's at. Usually they're all 5 together, so he must have found something good to eat or something. Oh, there he is. He's hanging on the log over there. He must have found something he likes. So, and then I've got 2 or 3 panda gar in here, and then I've also got 3 of those super red bristlenose in here. Man, the frog bit's going crazy on this end. Then where's my moonstruck? Oh yeah, this guy right here, guys. Absolutely stunning angelfish. Let's see if I can get him to turn. Real cool. And see, this is a game the Oscars and the Angels play too. They sit here and intimidate each other all day. This one here hates the Oscars. She'll sit there and flare at them all day long. But this guy here is just, like I said, just way, way cool. So, anyway, I've got a total of 7 of these little pike cichlids. I am going to start taking some of them out and start breeding. Like I said, my wife and I got tons of stuff to start breeding if we could just get some tank space again. It's half my fault because I'm always... I have quite a bit of clients for these dragon bloods here. And then various other species I have in here, but unfortunately they need space to grow. So I have all these guys right now. I finally got this tank just about manageable and cleared out, which I need to because I'm starting to have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got like 8 or 9 tanks of dragon blood babies needing to come to this grow out tank. So just about got this one cleared out, thank God. And then we can let those in here. I just think that they might be just a tad too small where these guys would pick on them to the point they'd kill them or eat them. I do have my flames in here. These guys have colored up rather nice. I'm out of Geophagus flamebacks. First time in like, I'd say 8-10 months that I've been without some flameback fry in my possession. But I do have the male and female back together, and I'm sure I'll have more of them shortly. Hold on, guys. That's going to drive me nuts. There we go. But I do have some of these guys are starting to get some color to them finally. Then I also have some of these rainbow carbinsuses in here growing out, and I do have the parents in here as well. Needed some tank space, and I figured they're not going to get hurt in here. And they've been doing pretty good. And my wife and I got a nice piece of manzanita in here. And it must have came loose, I see, so I'll have to fix that later. I've got some folks coming to get some of these dragon bloods tomorrow, so I'll probably just leave it for now because I'm going to have to yank that thing out and all this rock. Whenever I'm getting fish out of here, I've pretty much got to evacuate the tank because I'll never catch anything if I don't. They all head right for these rocks every time. They've now figured out that I am not the nice person. They don't like me because they know when they see me that somebody's going bye-bye. So they've learned to stay away from me. I do like these guys. They actually came out pure white and kept the white color. There's starting to show signs of some red lines going to go through them. I hope they stayed the whiter of the color, because those turn out to be very similar to this guy. If you guys look at him, how he's... Anyway, guys, didn't mean to ramble for 15 minutes, but you get me talking fish, I'll talk all night. As always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. with Etiquette Aquatics checking out for now. Y'all have a great Saturday night. I'm going to head on down and see if I can win some money at Monte Carlo bowling. Have a good one, guys.